why don't you tell our attendees, first off, a little bit about Red Canary's vision?
Well, we, like everyone here, are Jamf customers, and in big part that's because we trust Jamf to know the Apple roadmap better than anybody else and to help us succeed with Apple. And that's important because our mission is that every organization is able to focus on their mission without being distracted by a cyber attack. So for the last 7 years, we've devoted ourselves to being the best in the world at identifying, detecting, and then responding to cyber attacks like ransomware, like intellectual property theft, and malicious insiders. And that means our customers are everything from the largest technology companies to various sized financial institutions to our hospitals and our schools and the global aid organizations on the front lines of everything from COVID to Ebola. All really important missions to protect. But what we've found ourselves in this situation of is I have to choose between either trusting Apple to be my sole security provider, or I have to pick from these products that are designed for Windows and then have been ported to or adapted to the Apple ecosystem. And what that leads to is I many times have to choose whether my team can use the latest operating system or whether they have to wait and I still maintain a secure environment. And that's just not a good security choice to make. So we're really excited to partner with Jamf and your team to be able to provide day one security operations for Mac systems.
And of course, everything has changed in the world in the last couple of years. Speaking specifically from a security perspective, can you share the changes that you've seen?
Absolutely. So what we've seen is that we've had all of these applications and all this data that we've used, and it's moved from our servers and from our data centers predominantly out to the cloud. And that's unlocked several things, one of which is we're a lot more mobile than we've ever been before, but it also means that we can choose which platform gives us the best experience, which is why you've seen such this huge growth in use of Apple devices in the workforce. Now, what comes along with that is how do we secure those? You know, we've gone from being able to have all these pretty well-known Windows systems inside my nice corporate castle with a good network layer of security around that. And now all of our team is working from their homes and from coffee shops and from airplanes. And all of the action is still happening on those endpoints. That's where ransomware occurs. That's where people are trying to get you to click that malicious email attachment. That's where the adware and the spyware that our teams identified on Apple devices, throughout the past year have happened. And so if you want to be great at really detecting and responding to cyber threats where that happens, you have to be really good at two things. You have to have really great endpoint management and security, and then you have to be really good at security operations, which is the detection and response to those threats. And so together, that's what our teams are delivering. Jamf Protect delivers the protection and the collection on those endpoints, and then Red Canary delivers the security operations.
Thank you, Brian, for sharing your wisdom with Jamf Nation, and thanks to the entire Red Canary team for their partnership.